Hello and welcome to Jesse López vlog. My name is Jesse López and I'm a content creator from Los Angeles. Currently on social status here in Bavaria as a DoD civilian. And in today's episode, we're talking about the best resource for newcomers that are arriving to U.S. Army Garrison Bavaria, the largest garrison in all of Europe, home of the 7th Army Training Command. So the best resource, if I had to give one, would be obviously the official homepage of U.S. Army Garrison Bavaria, otherwise known as USAG Bavaria. The website, it's very easy to find. Google Magic, USAG Bavaria, it'll open up to the official homepage. The actual webpage itself is home.army.mil/Bavaria. It'll take you, let's just do it real quick. So if I were to google.com, USAG Bavaria, the one on the top says home, U.S. Army Garrison Bavaria, Army Garrisons, army.mil. Very top, you can't go wrong. You click on it, it'll take you to home.army.mil/Bavaria/. On the very left-hand side, for those that are listening on the podcast, you'll see the official name of the page, U.S. Army Garrison Bavaria, and it'll say Home with 7th Army Training Command. It lists an official Facebook page, a Flickr page, an Instagram page, a Twitter page, and a YouTube page. On the very right would be U.S. Army homepage that you can click on, a search bar in U.S. Army Garrison Bavaria, which consists of the Vilseck community, the Grafenwöhr community, the Hohenfels community, the Garmisch-Partenkirchen community, and all of the training camps at in the Grafenwöhr area. On the left side are quick links, which will be the main topic of today's video podcast, which this happens to be the first podcast. But before we dive into it, make sure that you hit the like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, hit the notification bell, and if you're new to my very first podcast, I would appreciate if you follow our channel, our podcasts, our videos, and share with a friend that could benefit. I do a little bit of everything. Today's episode just happens to be about the best resource for newcomers to the installation. Because I've been here for a while. I was actually stationed here as a soldier, and I liked it so much I decided to stay. And maybe that might happen to you too. If we continue on with the quick links, there's one for housing service orders, there's a phone book, there's the emergency services, and excellent resources that should be the first steps before you arrive to the installation. On the right side would be some photos that they post of everything that's been going on, current events, I would call it, of what's going on at the garrison. Towards the very bottom, it says My Bavaria. It talks about advisory road conditions, EFMP Bavaria, which is basically like the local radio station here. The Education and Schools tab, Family and MWR, Force Protection, Housing, ICE feedback, ID cards and DEERS, in-processing, job opportunities, policies, reassignments, religious support office, services, shopping on post, the shuttle bus, schedule, taxis, transition resources, vehicle inspection, and vehicle registration. It also talks about, there's a tab for emergencies and weather. During emergencies or severe weather, what can you do? Community advisories. There's a calendar of events. On the right tab, there's a featured resources, community huddle, where you can find information on events and updates that are happening this month. Rose Tower Barracks meetings, Hornfels meetings, Garmisch-Partenkirchen Town Hall. Tells you if you're not unable to attend community huddles, what you can do, where you can email them. And the Alert Mass Warning Notification System that sends registered users emergency warnings and other critical information, such as hazardous road conditions, reporting delays, and base closures due to severe weather. Towards the very bottom, it talks about 2023 was the best places to work in the federal government, what it was named. You can share this page. Some more resources at the very bottom. But let's dive into the quick links. Also, there in the middle has the About tab, Contact tab, all the units and tenants, and some news as well. I'm going to quickly click on the Newcomers tab, which is what we're focusing on today. And once you click on it, it's going to open up another page. On the left ribbon tab, it talks about pre-arrivals, planning your move after receipt of your assignment or your orders. In the middle, it talks about arrival, joining the Bavaria military community, and in processing. And on the very right, it talks about post-arrival, must know information after joining the Bavaria military community. This could be lengthy, so today's episode will focus on your pre-arrival. And the very first thing it wants you to know is getting started. The first topic is about USAG Bavaria installation booklet. And if you click on it over here, internet's a little bit slow up here in my little office, but the installation booklet is a great resource to print and take along with you on your move. It includes articles, contacts, and major units associated with the installation. You can print the entire booklet or only specific item of interest. The booklet doesn't include photos from the gallery, URL, or email addresses, but you can access those on military installations. You can personalize your booklet by selecting the specific categories that you want to see. Once you've selected your contact, download and print. Okay, I did one earlier just to know the population here. As I mentioned earlier when we first started the podcast or the video, it is in fact indeed the largest garrison in all of Europe. As of September 2024, active duty U.S. military came out to 16,240. Family members consisted of 16,650. The reserve component, 314 strong. Civilian employee and eligible contractors, 9,419. And transient and rotational population, 6,872. Grand total, over 40,000 strong here at the garrison. We're a large population here in Bavaria, Germany. So going back, the booklet provides a lot of resources, in-depth overview, emergency assistance, education, legal, morale, welfare, and recreation services, installation, program and services directory, check-in procedures, major units, exceptional family member program, health, moving, sponsorship, child and youth services, military and family support, housing, and transportation. The second item that's of importance is the Civilian Employee Onboarding Guide. If you open it up, it welcomes you to the U.S. Army Europe. It tells you, for instance, how to use the onboarding guide, from request for orders to receipt of orders, the 30 days until arrival, 10 days until arrival, once you've arrived, the first month, the second month, and the third month. The guide is created to walk you through the onboarding process by providing information in phases. The timeline above shows the 8 phases to the onboarding process. These phases are further broken down by the following subtitles, so we can follow along. Again, I'm quickly going over it, but just a whole bunch of information that's available for you to help you with your move and preparation. The third one, know before you move to Bavaria, if I click on it. And I haven't practiced any of this. I haven't seen this in many years. It's recently been updated, but I used to help out at the Garrison, and I used to make videos for Public Affairs Office. I used to do a little internship there, so I know a little bit about the Garrison website. Things to know before you move to Bavaria is an informal collection of information for people who are moving into the Bavaria military community. These tips came from people who have lived here a while, such as myself and a lot of former people that used to work here. The tips on this page are designed to make your transition a bit smoother and aren't in any particular order. Talks about public transportation, travel and entertainment, after hours medical, phone numbers. It talks about information for your pets, around the house, computers and phones. Shopping, all things automotive, moisture and mold, which is very big here in Germany. If you've seen some of my videos about the Luften, you gotta open up the windows every single day because homes here in Germany are built differently than they are in the States. Employment. And that's basically it for that one. The fourth one talks about medical preparation. There's a memorandum here with the subject front-loading medical readiness prior to Germany PCS, permanent change of station. Number 5 is the CYS health assessment and sports physical. This form is very important if your children want to participate in sports. Child and Youth Services under MWR offers youth sports, after-school program, sports for children. This is the form that you need prior to joining sports. You got to turn it into the Parents Central Station. You'll learn more about that once you arrive here. They're all going to be giving you like an in-processing briefing of all the services that are available to you once you're in process. Number 2 talks about sponsorship, and there's a sponsorship guide. You can click on it. It tells you everything about what you need to do to get that started. It has phone numbers and emails as well. Number 3, if you click on it, it's titled EFMP Screening, the Exceptional Family Member Program. Number 1 talks about that. It goes to Military One Source website with resources. Talks about the identification and enrollment, the assignment coordination, and family support. Articles to help you learn more about EFMP and how to find your nearest office. Number 2 is USAG Bavaria Army Community Service under EFMP. If you click on it, it'll take you to the MWR Grafenwöhr ACS page, homepage. Here on it, you can't see it if you're listening to the podcast, but it has basically all the virtual classes for 2025 January. It has their phone numbers on the right side, their hours of service, their email numbers, phone numbers, and building numbers as well. All the classes that are available, the programs, and contact information and more information about them. Number 3 is the U.S. Army Health Clinic, Grafenwöhr, EFMP. takes you to their official homepage, TRICARE.mil clinic in Grafenwöhr. Talks more about what the EFMP program is, which is basically offered by each service to support families with special medical and educational needs throughout the service member's career. Family members should enroll in EFMP when a qualifying condition is diagnosed. Each branch has its own EFMP and enrollment process, has their contact information and representative information, emails, logins. Click out of that one. Go back, number 4, travel documents. So the first one is the ID cards. It's going to take us to identification card services, the homepage for the ID card office in Grafenwöhr, Hornfels, and Garmisch. Has their primary and secondary phone numbers, has their hours of service, so Monday through Friday, all their times that they open, the times that they close, times they go to lunch, the building numbers, has an about information, their mission, some ID card assistance reference, the acceptable forms of identification. It says to always carry 2 forms of photo ID when entering USAG Bavaria installations, and how to schedule appointments with the Tower Barracks ID card office. Click out of that one. Number 2, passport and SOFA. It's going to take you to the passport and SOFA homepage. This is under the Directorate of Military Programs, where, believe it or not, that's actually my day job, where I work at the moment for the in and out processing branch. I help service member in process and out process the garrison as a humble human resource assistant. Passport and SOFA office, again, like the other one, has the primary numbers for you, has the hours of operation, Monday through Friday, the building numbers, has a little notice on there for you, talks about passport and status of forces agreement services, all the services that they include, some links as well that are very helpful, along with some hints. Number 5 now, plan my move in household goods. So the first one is DoD Complete Moving Guides, active duty link. If you open it up, basically it's an attachment K1. It's your moved armed forces members. This attachment was created to assist armed forces members, Army, Navy, Air Force, Marine Corps, and United States U.S. Coast Guard. It helps you understand your allowances and responsibilities involving the shipment and or storage of your household goods. HHG in parentheses, so hotel, golf, and unaccompanied baggage, UB, uniform, Bravo. This policy directive has been reviewed by the Per Diem Travel and Transportation Allowance Committee, PDTATAC, Papa Delta Tango Alpha Charlie in parentheses, according to the Department of Defense DoD Directive 5154.29, DoD Pay and Allowances Policy and Procedures as PDTATAC, case RR 090630. Any conflict between this directive and the Joint Travel Regulations, JTR, is resolved based on the JTR and not this directive. Talks about what's new in the attachment, the Defense Personal Property Program, the Defense Personnel Property System, an intro, valuable tips, weight allowances, motorcycle or dirt bike shipments, consumable items, professional books, papers, and equipment, PBP and E/pro gear. When to make arrangements, who to see, what you may ship as HHG, what you may not ship as HHG. Gypsy moth, do not move a serious pest to a new neighborhood. Alcoholic beverage shipment, shipping and or storing your POV, unaccompanied baggage, boats, just a ton of information should that pertain to you. For civilian employees, it's going to open up a link as well, a PDF. Kind of looks similar to the other one. Again, plenty of resources and information that you can read. Number 2, military one source PCS resources, Plan My Move. It'll open up a link. It's a custom checklist for your move, providing information about tasks you need to complete and how to complete them. Just answer the questions below to begin building your checklist. Okay, so that's pretty nifty. Moving down the line, in O'Connor's overseas moves, one of the benefits of the military is the opportunity to experience life in different parts of the world, the chance to live in diverse culture and environments. Military One Source is available 24/7 anywhere in the world with comprehensive moving resources, relocation assistance, and personalized support to help you seize your next adventure. Going overseas, give them a call, 800-342-9647. Okay, moving down the line, PCS Guide to USAG Bavaria. It's a step-by-step tips from a military spouse. So this was written by Jackie Penoyer, my one true friend when I used to work PAO, Public Affairs Office, and excellent coworker. Written by her, this article was originally published back in 2019. Highly recommend it, that you should read it. Part 1 talks about before you leave, to check out the Newcomers Guide, request a sponsor, request passports, plan your move, arrange the move, make preparation to PCS with your pets, prepare your kids, request housing, reserve hotel accommodations in advance, take the U.S. Army Europe driver's orientation and license test online, explore employment and volunteer opportunities, get to know the U.S. Bavaria website, join community-driven Facebook pages. Part 2, when you arrive, how to take the bus, attend initial in-processing brief at the reception center, start day 1 of in-processing, follow the checklist, enroll your kids in school. Setting up your vehicle, the first step, the second step, the third and fourth, how to subscribe to community newsletters for events, up-to-date job listings and news, and how to stay tuned on Facebook and AFN radio. Excellent resource. Number 4, moving and PCS info. Moving and housing shows you how to prepare to move, moving your personal property, housing, overseas living, and disaster preparedness. Number 5, shipping private vehicles. It's going to open up a PDF. Attachment K3, shipping your POV. Again, more information on how to do that. Shows you real quickly here in intro, military services, instructions, who can ship a POV, entitlement, restrictions, the weight limits, and so much more. Number 6, civilian relocation travel voucher guide. Must be a big PDF because it's having trouble loading. Just give it a moment here. Civilian relocation travel voucher guide, how to complete the DD 135-2 DFAS, updated September 2015. This how-to guide is intended for all civilian relocation travelers serviced by DFAS Rome Travel Pay Services. It provides step-by-step procedures in preparing a travel voucher so it is pay-ready upon submission. Submitting pay-ready vouchers will assist in providing you a timely and accurate payment. So again, more information. Civilian relocation customer service inquiries has phone numbers on there. Everything that you need on how to submit your vouchers and important information. House hunting tips, travel to new duty station, POB pickup, drop-off expenses, POB shipment with CONUS, and so much more. Moving down the line, number 6, booking, lodging, and travel. Patriot Express, Air Mobility Command, that's their homepage, their travel site. This site contains valuable information for official and space available travel. Number 2, on-post Army lodging. So the lodging in Grafenwöhr, Vilseck, Kornfels, and Garmisch. Let me just open up, see where it goes. So it'll take you to the MWR Grafenwöhr page, Army lodging. And depending on which one you click, of course, has their phone numbers, point of contact information, hours of service, and email. It tells you a little bit about their information, the rates, eligibility for use, guest services, pets are welcome, and so much more information. Number 7, traveling with pets. So first line here talks about military and one source, relocating with pets. Shipping pets overview, the policies and rules for shipping pets, licensing, vaccination and registration, veterinary services, dangerous dog laws, and so much more, along with point of contact information. How to PCS with pets to Germany is number 2. How to PCS to Germany with pets, article written by USAG Bavaria Public Affairs. More information on everything that you want to know. Pet fee. Let's open that up. That's number 3. Owners bringing pets into Germany will pay new fees starting February 1st. This article was written back in 2013, so I'm not sure if it's up to date or not. Number 4, veterinary treatment facilities. Has the phone number, opens up to the official page for the facilities. Has phone numbers on there, the one for Vilseck and the one for Kornfels as well. Some more information. Number 8, moving down the line, housing options. Housing office would be the first one. Takes you to the official page for housing division. Has a resident handbook on there with information that may be of value to you. On-post housing would be number 2. Takes you to the official page. Government-owned and leased housing, the About and Eligibility tab, About Family Housing. It says it's at 2 installations in Bavaria, Netzelburg, near Tarbergs and Graf, and Rosebergs in Vilseck. Garrison has approximately 1,300 family housing units for accompanied military personnel. Units are in multifamily apartment buildings, locally known as stairwells. Of course, I'm just reading this. You can also get housing off base as well. For more information, contact them. Don't contact me. These are the resources where you would need to go and touch base with. Let me empower you. Let me help you to help yourself. There's a pets tab as well. Pets in on-post housing, hours and contact information as well. Unaccompanied personnel. It's going to open up the official page for that. Again, all of this is basically on USAG Bavaria. It says U.S. government employees and contractors are not authorized to reside in unaccompanied personnel housing. Duh, obviously. Some more information on the in-processing, the housing locations, single soldier, senior enlisted, and bachelor officer quarters. Information for that. A plethora of information, customer support, phone numbers for you, point of contact information. Residence handbook again. Number 9, schools and CYS registration. First topic, USAG Bavaria Schools homepage. It'll take you to the education and schools homepage. Has the school liaison office information on there. Child and youth services information, local K through 12 schools, the calendar and programs tab, and continuing education tab as well. Number 2, DoDEA online students registration for all the locations page. So it'll take you to the DoDEA, Department of Defense Education Activity, the registration process, eligibility and enrollment. Registering for a DoDEA school using DSIS, which is the DoDEA Student Information System online registration, which is available for families registering in schools serviced by Department of Defense Education Activity, DoDEA. And last but not least, legal services. So legal assistance would be the first one. Okay, so it's going to open up the 7th Army Training Command website for their services, walk-in services, the legal office, the staff judge advocate for 7th Army Training Command, located in several locations throughout Bavaria, Germany. Has the locations that service them, what they do, and helpful links as well. Number 2, filing a claim for loss damage report. That one needs to be updated. It says 404 page not found. Number 3, restrictions on moving claims. That one also needs to be updated. Looks like the site can't be reached. Let's hit refresh just in case. All right. And then basically that's it for the newcomers that are pre-arriving. We went over so much stuff. So there's a lot of information at your disposal here on the official Garrison webpage. In another episode, we'll talk about the arrival, another topic for another day. But I really hope that this brought you a little bit of value. I know I kind of went fast and a lot of reading. I didn't practice any of this. It's all just one take, so please excuse if I made a mistake here or there. But this is without a doubt the best resource for you if you're arriving to the garrison. And I highly recommend that you take a look, go through each one by one. I know it's a lot of reading. Your sponsor would be able to help you, your unit would be able to help you, but knowledge is power. If you take the time to read this, this is going to empower you to know what's available, all the resources that are at your disposal. It just takes a little bit of time. And that's why I've created this video, so you can know about it, so you're in the know. This podcast, so this information is available to as many people that may not know about it. I hope that you got some value out of it. I hope that you're able to share with a friend and, just be welcome to the community on everything to get you started and plan your move once you receive your assignment, your orders, or if you're interested in being a part of the community as a civilian. With that being said, I'm going to conclude it right there. Don't forget to hit a like button if you liked the video. Hit the notification bell if you haven't already. Subscribe if you haven't already. Share with a friend if you haven't. And I will see you in the next one. Bye.